Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife, and today we're going to be breaking down the human pretzel and the weird guy who applies it to the other guy, which is also weird because they're all weird people and they're all in a strange cult. So let's check it out and break it down. So many questions. so very many questions. First of all, this guy's name is David Falcaro. I posted about him before, and I'll put a link of the previous video that I gave more information about him in the description below. But the art that he's teaching is Sogo Jutsu, and it seems to be just another martial arts cult. Another long list of martial arts cults. Obviously, the dude wasn't stuck. There's so many things wrong with this video. It's ridiculous. This is actually a Soki test. So Soki means head of family, or also translates into Grand Master, which is most people understand in the martial arts community today as being a very high-ranking position in the martial arts. Obviously, all the people who are there are observing because of some type of ceremony for him to get his promotion to be that rank. But if you check out the video, let's try to break it down, and hopefully this video won't mess up on me another 5,000 times, because the program I use, BeLive, is a huge turd. Hopefully they'll get that fixed. But let's check out little by little here. First off, right at the bat, the punch that was thrown is astronomically ridiculous. The over-exaggerated stepping. And again, I understand they're not sparring, they're not fighting. This is a demonstration. But even with boxing, whenever you're working boxing techniques, the guy doesn't do bad technique. He just does it a little slower so you can show people. But let's keep this video rolling. If you notice, so far, it's taken almost 20 seconds from the time the punch is thrown to where we are right now. How ridiculous is it that your technique takes so long to be able to do? And for the rest of the video, obviously, he gets folded up and stuff like that. He crosses his feet. And to break down the rest of it, it doesn't really matter. But actually, we'll just show it real fast just so you can kind of get a look. All right, that's enough of that. But as you can see, the guy is basically pretending to be stuck in the position. He's not stuck in the position. At the end, he just pulls the guy and the guy falls down. There's nothing stuck about that position. There's no magical voodoo that's going to make somebody react that way. And also, in any technique, whenever you're showing or demonstrating techniques, there's usually a purpose, a rhyme, or a reason. If I'm showing you a jab, a cross, an arm bar, a rear naked choke, guillotine, takedown, throw, whatever it may be, there's a rhyme and a reason. Okay, this will happen because of this. These will happen because of that. There's no possible moment ever in the history of defending yourself or fighting someone that this scenario will ever happen, ever. That's never going to happen. There's never going to be a time where you're just like, you know what? Human pretzel technique. That's what I need at this moment. I need to wrap this dude up like some goddamn tortilla so that way I can get him to stay and get stuck in a position like a burrito. Never going to happen. You're never going to fold somebody up like this, like a piece of paper. It's not going to happen. This is astronomically ridiculous. And what kills me is if you look at all the people surrounding, this is an organization, and this guy was testing to be one of the leaders of the organization. How ridiculous is that? All of it's silly. It's a humongous cult. If you're ever walking through and you see something ridiculous like this, it's time to speak up to the coach. It's always important to ask questions: who, what, why, when, how. If you're ever in a martial arts studio, you should be allowed to ask questions either as soon as they're done teaching the technique. Say, hey man, if you after you're done with that, I have a couple questions about that. So that way you're not rude. Pull them off to the side and ask. But if you ever see some stuff like this, it's time to call it out. It's time to go to another hobby. Don't ever get caught in some cult like this. If you see something like this going on, understand that's exactly what you're in as a cult. It's time to leave because you're not going to be protecting yourself with any of this stuff. So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that other crap YouTube people tell you to do. Still working on the documentary if you've been following that. So that should be cool. Really excited about pitching the documentary. Hopefully you'll have a fake martial arts documentary coming out this next year. And as always, keep the martial arts legit.